Hi, this is Owen Smith from the Cannabis Digest video review. If you enjoy learning about cannabis through these videos, subscribe to this channel and you'll get many more. This week we've got the Hemp car, strain science, and What's Up Doc coming right up. CannabisDigest.ca. What's Up Doc? The first article is from Dean Schwind, and Dean talks about medical marijuana, especially talking to your doctor about it. In his experience, it's not easy, and from the comments we got from this article all over Facebook, it's definitely common to have difficulties with the doctors. And in some cases, people can be kicked out of their doctor's office, and in other cases, the doctors will engage in some conversation, and it's important where you can to try to get a foot in the door, because once a doctor has gone to the effort of educating himself with the patients and through his own research, it's more likely to help others in the future. So we are paving a way, and Dean talks about his own experience talking to doctors about medical marijuana. Judith Stamps brings us another article this week. This time it's a review of the High Times 40-year self-published history, and she's not very impressed with this book. For one, it's got a terrible typography and layout, and another is that many of the pictures are in this single tone green that's very hard to see. It's quite surprising considering that this is quite a large and influential magazine with an important history that in the future may be considered by students of prohibition in a post-prohibition world. It does have some interesting interviews from Bob Marley, Roseanne Barr, Noam Chomsky, and John Waters, and she touches in on those in this article. So do read Judith's articles. They are in depth, and she has provided, as always, hand-drawn illustrations. Cannabis strains, from slang to science. Adam Greenblatt has written an article that has been passed around a bit. Cannabis Digest has it this week, and it's about the names of cannabis strains and about being able to identify what you're using to get some consistency and what your effects you're trying to get, especially if you're a medical user. This can be really important. There are different terpene profiles which are identified in different strains, as well as cannabinoid profiles. And so, to better understand these things, we may have to develop laboratories testing, because for the most part, people have just made up names. I've even made up names when I've not had an idea of what I have in front of me. And it's a lot of fun to make up names too. But let's develop our understanding and become a more refined service for medical patients. Ted Smith has a treat for us this week from his Cannabis Carols, and I will bring you a rendition of Rudolph the Red-Haired Outdoor. Rudolph the red-haired outdoor was a very sticky strain, and if you ever smoked it, you would never be in pain. All of the other growers used to laugh and puff their own. They never tried some Rudolph to find it was a really good stone. Then one dry and desperate eve, George Bush came to say, Rudolph, with your hair so bright, won't you fill my pipe tonight? Then all the people loved it, as they smoked it all with glee. Rudolph the red-haired outdoor, you'll go down in history. My article for the week is about Cheryl and Haley Rose, and about their journey to find Haley's Comet, a 1-to-1 ratio CBD-THC cultivar of cannabis. And Cheryl had, like many mothers, searched far and wide for treatment for her daughter's epilepsy. And it wasn't until they came across the Mark Emery's Vancouver Vapor Lounge that they were able to find the relief that cannabis is able to offer. And now she uses a concentrated form of the oil as well as vaporizing in order to keep her seizures at bay. And she's one of the highest functioning people in the world with her syndrome. So it's an amazing story, one of the amazing stories that come out of the use of medical cannabis for conditions like epilepsy. The final article for the week is from Diane Walsh. It's about the hemp electric car, the Kestrel, that was developed in Canada some years ago. Now this is from the Cannabis Digest archives. If you want to see more from Diane Walsh, then go to the cannabisdigest.ca and click on her name in the blog contributors section. You can read all about hemp and all the different aspects of it. In this case, it's used in the body panels of cars. It's light and durable, and like in all cases, it's a renewable resource. If you want to learn more about hemp, watch Ted's video series on Ted Smith's Hempology 101 YouTube channel. Subscribe to that because every week he's got a new one about the history and uses of cannabis sativa from his textbook, and it's really a fascinating history. Highly encouraged. Subscribe to his channel, subscribe to this channel. This has been the Cannabis Digest video review. My name's Owen Smith. Once again, I hope your cannabis digests and we can educate the world about the uses of this plant as we see it begin to be legalized.